there's something about babies that we really love, isn't it? I mean, they're just adorable. And I think they are so attractive because they're naturally confident. They're just happy and confident. They know that they are lovable and they are perfect just the way they are. And anything is possible for them. Okay, we were all like that before at one point. And somewhere along our journey, we lost it. This is a picture of me when I was 1 year old. I was the oldest in my family, and I have 2 younger sisters. Now, if you know anything about Chinese culture, you know that we really value sons over daughters. When I was born, my parents were really excited, but they were also disappointed that they didn't get a son. Growing up, I always felt like I wasn't good enough, and I wasn't worthy. And I got proof, okay? I've got proof. For starters, my dad always calls me his substitute son. And I hate it. I hate it with passion because it just means that I'm not good enough for him. And I'll never be good enough for him. When I was 12, I found out that my dad was trying to get a son, and he has had several affairs. And my mom, as a result, has tried to kill herself twice. Of course, I totally blame myself. You know, if I were a son, none of this would have happened. On the other hand, my mom, out of good intention, told me that, Hueina, for a girl to have a happy life, she must have a good husband, right? Now, how do you get a good husband? She said, a girl must have one of 3 things. She must either have good looks, she has to be beautiful, or she comes from a rich family, or she has to have good education. Now, here's the thing, she said, Hueina, you are not pretty, let's face it. And we are not rich, so you better study hard. So study hard I did. I became an overachiever, a people pleaser, a perfectionist. I tried so hard to please everybody. I would bend backwards for anyone. And I excelled in everything I did. And I still didn't feel good enough. I never felt good enough. And I still didn't feel worthy. By the time I got to high school, I was so depressed and suicidal. When I moved to this country for graduate school, things just got worse. You know, everywhere I go, I can't blend in and fit in anywhere. I look different. I talk funny. And I just felt worse. My relationship with men, a string of disasters. You know, it was after 3 guys cheated on me that I really hit rock bottom. I totally fell apart. For 6 months, I couldn't function. And all the childhood memories came back, and I just wanted to kill myself again. And until one morning, I woke up. I mean, I really woke up. And I got angry. I was like, what am I doing? This guy is totally not worth it. And damn it, I deserve so much more. And I made one decision that day, one decision, that if nobody else is going to love me, I'm going to love myself. If I can't fit in or blend in anywhere, I'm going to stand out and just be myself. If I were going to find any chance at happiness or success, I'm going to learn to believe in myself and do it my way. That one decision saved my life. Now, how did I do that? I have reverse engineered how I did it. And this is the 3R process that I teach my clients. The first step is you have to recognize the invisible chaos. Then you have to release it. Then the final step is reclaim your peaceful power. Now think of invisible chaos as an internal tornado, okay? You cannot see it, but you can totally feel the effect. And you can see the damage in every area of your life. I'm going to show you 8 most common ones that I've seen in myself and in my clients. And I'm going to ask you to pay attention and see which ones you see in your life. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I have to please everybody. I'm not perfect. I have to be perfect all the time. The comparison virus. Got that? And the 4 fears, the fear of failure, fear of success, fear of rejection, and fear of judgment. How about holding on to the traumas and dramas from the past and the limiting beliefs? Just because I'm a woman, so I cannot be X, Y, and Z. Just because I don't speak perfect English, I cannot be a professional speaker. Got the picture? So I want you to think about which one of these you have in your own life. And how is it affecting the one thing that you wrote down earlier, the one thing that you want more than anything in the world? How are these invisible chaos keeping you from getting what you truly want? Now, here's the thing. If you continue doing what you're doing now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, how is it going to affect your life, your business, your health? How about children? Have children? How is it going to affect their lives? Okay, I want everybody to take a deep breath. Okay? It's just like the baby elephants. When they were little, they were tied to a rope and they cannot escape. So even when they grow up and they become elephants are powerful animals, but they still believe that the rope is stronger than they are. And as a result, they won't even attempt to escape. And the problem is not the rope. The problem is that the elephant believes that the rope is stronger than they are. So the real solution is not to try to overcome that rope. It's to realize, to remember how powerful you really are from inside. And it's to really reclaim your peaceful power. You see, when you are deeply rooted in your essence, nobody and nothing in the world can disturb your inner peace, and you are most powerful. And that's why I call it peaceful power. One of the beliefs that I had was that I'm not strong enough, and I'm only 5'3", right? And when I was little, I was always skinny and I was sick a lot. So of course I believe that I'm not strong enough. And I just wanted to feel powerful. So when I was 35 years old, I decided to challenge myself. Lao Tzu, one of the ancient Chinese philosophers, say that he who conquers others is powerful. He who conquers himself is mightier. Now, martial arts is all about mastering yourself, conquering yourself. And so when I took up martial arts, I really wanted to challenge myself and to feel powerful just, for myself. And this is what happens when I found my inner warrior princess and reclaimed my peaceful power. I became a black belt in 3 years and competed in many state and regional championships. And let me tell you, it was a hell of a time, a good time. And this is my husband. We have been married for 17 years, and we got our black belt together. He really loved and appreciated and respected me for who I am. These are my kids. This is why I'm doing what I do every day. I'm doing this work so that my daughter doesn't have to go through the same pain and suffering that I have to go through. She's 15 years this year. And I'm doing this work so that other women and their daughters wouldn't have to go through the same kind of pain and suffering that I went through. You see, do you notice how small I am compared to all my classmates? Let me tell you, size does not matter. The only size that matters is the size of your belief. Because the size of your belief will determine the size of your success. What matters most is how you see yourself. And that's the peaceful power I'm talking about. In business and in life, you are your best asset. Okay? So wouldn't it make sense to really work on master yourself and invest in yourself? You see, when you master yourself, you will become unstoppable. And when you become unstoppable in your business, in your life, you think you will be more successful? You think you'll make more money? You think you'll have better relationships? You see how this is all connected? So what if you don't have enough confidence right now? I'll show you how you can do that and still be successful. You can borrow confidence, okay? When you have, in martial arts training, we have to break the boards. Now, let me ask you, do you think it's easier if I hold the board myself and break it myself? Or do you think it's easier if somebody else hold the board for me? Yes, yes, exactly. And that's why they don't teach you how to do self-breaking until you are a black belt. You have to have certain level of mastery before you can try that. Otherwise, you are going to hurt yourself and, and get frustrated, and you're going to feel even worse about yourself. So having a good mentor is like having someone hold that board for you. Okay? So when you come up against your fears, your challenges, your difficulties, whatever it is, you will have enough confidence and the right skills to break the board. Instead of backing up and going back to your fear self, and you will know how to break it the right way, just like this. Ha! So before you can break the board yourself, let me hold that board for you. Let me be the mentor who holds your hand and kick your butt if you need it. And you know I can, right? I totally can. So this is what I can do for you. I'm offering a one-day VIP intensive called Peaceful Power Intensive. And like I said, this is kind of like your own inner warrior training. I'll help you find that inner warrior princess in you. In this one day, we're going to work on the 3R process that I told you before, to recognize your invisible chaos, to release your invisible chaos, and reclaim your peaceful power. We are going to teach you the tools and techniques to relieve stress and anxiety in minutes. Now, how useful would that be for you? Okay? And I competed in martial arts competitions. I won 8 gold medals, at least, in all levels of competition. There's one technique that I use before every martial art competition to ground myself, to stay calm, centered, and confident so I can perform my best under any pressure. Now, how valuable would it be for you if you know how to do that? How valuable would it be for you before you walk into the next business meeting, the next presentation, the next negotiation? How valuable is it for you? It's priceless. You don't get success by accident. You have to have all these: desire, drive, direction, dedication, discipline. But the most important part is you have to be able to make a decision. You can decide to keep doing what you're doing, continue to struggle and not get what you want. Or you can choose to do the easy way. Have a mentor work with you and help you get what you want. One decision can change your life. I'm asking you to make that one decision for yourself today. If you want to continue to struggle, do it the hard way, or do it the easy way, the choice is yours. The time is now. If you're ready to make that decision today, meet me in the back of the room. Thank you.